Let's take a look at a binomial expansion question where you are required to find the term independent of x. Now let's take a look at this word here, the term independent of x. You must first understand that means you need the term in x power 0 or constant term. So I'm going to start by writing the general term from this expansion. What we're going to do the binomial coefficient first, which is 8. I'm going to put a random algebra R here. And I'm going to write down the two terms. First is this one here, a squared over square root x. Second term, be a bit careful. There's a negative here, so it's negative square root x over a. And I'm going to distribute the R onto the second term. I'll put it R. So the first term here will take the leftover power, which is 8 minus R. Now I'm going to show you two methods. The first method we're going to use is try and error. And for this question, it's going to be fast because this is power negative half, this is power half. Okay? So you're going to think of what power you can put over here so that they can cancel out one another. So for this one here, it's quite easy. I have power 8 here. So I must think of the two numbers. So it's going to be power 4. And the other one here is also going to be power 4. 4 plus 4 is equal to the power of 8. Okay, so they add up to the power 8. Second, square x power 4. Square x power 4 is a division, so you get cancelled. I'm going to show you next step. You'll see it clearly. So for the front here, since I've inserted 4 as R, I'm going to insert as 8, 4 for binomial coefficient. Next step, let's simplify this one here. So first I'm going to look at the sign. This is positive. This is negative, but raised to power 4 is even power. I will still get positive here. Let's click calculator. 8C4, I'll get 70. Let's do the A and set x separately. I'm going to write for A power 2 power 4. This one means I multiply the power. I'll get A power 8. I divide by, this 4 needs to distribute here. So it's A power 4 here. Let's take a look at the set x term. So this one here, set x raised to power 4. I write it here. For this bracket here is set x power 4 is up here. So what you can see, this division, you will get 1. So it's all gone. So we're going to work on this one only. So answer will be 70. A power 8 divide A power 4. The answer is A power of 4. So this is just by doing trial and error where you insert two numbers here for the power for these two brackets. What if you want to clearly check the power without trial and error? Let me write down method number 2. Now let's take a look at method number 2 here. We're going to use checking of power of x. Now let's take a look at this x here. Square root and it's underneath, so be a bit careful. This one here is raised to power of negative half. That's the inside power. The outside, you still have power 8 minus R. So I'm going to write it down here. This is multiplication. So we add the power. This power here for x square root is power half. Let me write down here. This is inside power. Outside power here, you have power R. Let me write down here again. And then we're going to equate to the power that we want to get, which is power of 0. Equate it to 0. And we're going to try to solve this equation here. I'm going to solve it by multiplying by 2, 2, 2. So I have 3 terms here. I multiply by 2 here, I get negative 1. So I'm not going to write a 1 and then continue by writing 8 minus R. I multiply by 2 here, I get a 1. So I'm just going to write plus R equals to 0. 0 times 2 is still 0. So let's expand the negative in. And I'm going to add R and move negative 8 to the right. I'll get R as 4. I'm going to show you the next step because they're going to be the same. R equals to 4. I have insert 4 using try and error method over here. So that's the two possible ways you can solve for the term independent of x.